With 19 races spread over the 24 weeks of the academic year, the racing schedule for collegiate rowing is packed. Many of these races are also open to town clubs, boat clubs from off-cam, and to other sized boat categories, such as sculls, pairs, or fours. There are three main racing formats: the bumps, which we will discuss in a future video, head races, and regattas. Head races are effectively time trials. In a head race, crews row the course as fast as they can and then go home. The fastest crews in each category then win. Regattas are knockout competitions where crews race side by side or bow to stern in pairs. Crews are placed into brackets and typically race several times before a winner is declared. In both types of race, crews compete within divisional categories, which will also be explained in the bumps video. During the Michaelmas, or novice term, races are usually designated as novice or senior races, which allows new rowers to compete with others with similar levels of experience. Race dates are not fixed and change year to year, but this video will go through the calendar from October to June in a rough chronological order. The exact race regulations may also change, so please use this video as a guide to the racing year. Always check with the organisers of an event for more information. Autumn Head is the first race of the academic year and is run by Rob Roy Boat Club. It is a very typical Rivercam head race, starting at the motorway bridge and rowing upstream for 2,600 metres. It typically reveals how boats have changed in the new academic year and sets the tone for the following 7 weeks. Quergs, or Qergs, or Queen's Ergs, is run by Queen's Boat Club within their college grounds. It is an erg relay race, which is unusual in the collegiate rowing calendar. The only other erg event is the Downing Eliminator, which takes place in the Easter term. Quergs is open to novices and is their first taste of competition, taking place before any novice water races. As a result, it is an interesting race about novice power, excellent for crews who have yet to have much time on the water. University Fours, or Uni-Fours, is one of the few collegiate races where rowing in a four is the only permitted craft. It is run by CUCBC and is the only way of earning a university medal in rowing outside of a bumps headship and the boat races. Most first boat crews will be seen training in fours in the run-up to this event, but then will make the switch back to the trusty 8 immediately afterwards. Emma Sprints is the first novice race to take place on the water. It is run by Emmanuel College Boat Club and is a fun dress-up race, with prizes going to the fastest crews and the best costumes. This is a fun introduction to racing, with every crew guaranteed at least 2 races each. It typically takes place in mid-Michaelmas term. Run by Clare College Boat Club, the Novice Regatta is the second novice water race and follows a very similar format to Emma Sprints, although more sporty rowing attire is expected. It is a great opportunity for novice crews to build on their successes at Emma Sprints on a slightly longer course. Winter Head is a head race run by Cantabs, or Cantabrigians, open to senior crews and other universities. It is usually a good indication of how senior crews have progressed and developed since the start of the year. As with most collegiate-focused head races, it runs upstream and follows the bumps course and acts as a great preparation for the Lent Bumps. Fairburns is run by Jesus College Boat Club and is named after rowing pioneer Steve Fairburns, who invented the sliding seat and modern rowing along with it. Fairburns is a downstream head race with variable lengths, which allows novice crews to participate. All crews begin at Jesus College Boathouse and are timed by Jesus clocks. It ends the Michaelmas term, taking place on the last few days of term time. Not to be confused with Winter Head, which took place the term before, Winter Head-to-Head is twice as long, running downstream and then upstream. These types of head race are tests of stamina, requiring crews to quickly recover before facing the course again. It is usually the first race for crews containing a mixture of old novices and seniors, a great opportunity for novices to prove themselves against more experienced crews. The Robinson Head is another upstream head race on the bumps course. It typically takes place in early Lent term. Newnham Head, also known as Newnham Short Course, takes place around the same time as Robinson Head and follows a very similar course, beginning at the motorway bridge. As such, most crews only enter in one or other of the two events. Pembroke Regatta is a regatta run by Pembroke Boat Club. It is the first senior regatta race of the year and often brings back fond memories to seniors of their days racing regattas, as most senior races are head races, not regattas. It is also an important indicator of progress towards the Lent Bumps. The Getting On race, or GORE, is a requirement for some crews to secure a place on the Bumps roster, as there are a limited number of spaces available. It is run on the Friday before the beginning of Bumps, and is a motorway bridge to railway bridge head race. The 12 fastest men's crews and 6 fastest women's crews secure a place in the lowest divisions of the Bumps. The Bumps will be explained more thoroughly in another video, so this will be a brief overview. The Lent Bumps are the culmination of 2 terms of training and are the pinnacle of collegiate rowing. They take place towards the end of Lent term and involve crews chasing each other in an attempt to smash into each other over the space of 4 days. The fastest men and women's crews achieve the headship, whereas crews that achieve a bump every day win their blades. The race ends once you have been hit or have hit someone else, or by rowing over at the end of the 2,600 metre course. A race designed for lower boat crews who may have not managed to race the Bumps. It is run by FAT and follows a very similar format to Pembroke Regatta. It is a valuable race that helps with inclusivity in collegiate rowing, although it is one of the less well attended races. Hopefully it will see more entrants in the future. By far the craziest race on the Cam, even more so than the Bumps, City Sprints is a regatta side by side taking place on one of the narrowest parts of the river over the shortest racecourse, only 400 metres. The clue really is in the name, sprint. It requires a huge amount of trust within the crew to get up to the speeds needed to win, as potential consequences of a crash are expensive. These are a collection of upstream head races run throughout the Easter term. They are a good indicator of progress towards the May Bumps, showing how well senior crews have been rearranged after the reintegration of the returning Blues. These races are run by champions of the Thames Boat Club, Cantabs and Chesterton Rowing Club respectively, and are all very similar, adding to the competitive atmosphere of the Easter term. The Eliminator is run by Downing College Boat Club and is a knockout-style erg competition, the only erging event open to senior crews. It is run within Downing's campus and is a fantastic display of a crucial part of the training curriculum. The May Bumps are very similar to Lent Bumps, although they reflect Easter term college rowing, incorporating returning Blues into the top crews. They follow the same format as Lent Bumps, although they have separate leaderboards. This allows the top crews to achieve the esteemed double headship if they reach the top of the leaderboard in both Bumps campaigns. The May Bumps are the last race of the collegiate rowing year on the River Cam. It is often swiftly followed by BCDs, Idlers and Martlets, Tribal and May Ball season. The collegiate rowing year is often officially ended by the race at Henley Royal Regatta at the end of June. College rowing begins again with a new cohort of novices in October.